my research entitled Adoption of Organic Fertilizers to Enhance Young Farmers' Passion Fruit Production in Soroti, Uganda. We have a course outline to share. This introduction, aims and objectives, methodology findings, discussion and conclusion. Introduction, passion fruit in Uganda is said to be a green gold because of the high demand, and it can be produced in a small piece of land. Even farmers with a small piece of land can produce passion fruits. Production increases as it spreads and develops more branches, and it can produce up to a period of 3 years. Poor soil fertility, climate change have limited the adoption and production of passion in the region. So the research is seeking to increase on the level of adoption of organic fertilizers or manures in the production of passion fruits. These are the aims and the objectives of the project: to promote the use of different organic products for sustainable passion fruit production. Then the specific objectives are to identify the reasons and the factors which have limited the use of organic manures. The second one is to introduce different organic products to farmers. As I said from the introduction, from my slide 1, that it is done in Soroti, Uganda. So the case study approach was used for collecting the data, and primary data was collected. A sample size of 60 farmers. The youth, we are focusing on the youth, and the data was analyzed using the Excel. Why are we talking about the organic manures? When actually we got an opportunity to study here in the Upper Adams, we saw that they are promoting the organic farming majorly. Then when we looked at back the soils, we found that the fertility of the soils is low, and yet there are materials which the farmers can use. So we saw that it is something which is cheap because organic manure is homemade and poor farmers can sustainably use it. Industrial fertilizers are expensive. Those smallholder farmers cannot achieve. Then organic manure is climate smart. So it maintains the soil health. Organic manure prepared from the animal waste, like the cow dung, urine, and the plant. And the plant is rich with the nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium, which are the key mineral elements required by the crops. Passion fruit production is still low among farmers in Soroti District, and non-application of fertilizers or manures reduces the yields. Then limited opportunities reduces production and income generation. As I said from my introduction, it's looked at as a green gold. So limited opportunities for the trainings have actually reduced on the production of the passion. There are improved passion fruit varieties, but the adoption is still low. So the research is actually seeking to see how the adoption, of these other varieties also will be improved if the organic manures are used. The research findings based on objective 1, as I said in the methodology, that data was collected. So According to the interview conducted, 78.3% of the respondents say that they lacked knowledge and skill on how to make the organic manures. That is why its adoption is still low. Then 21.7% say they have knowledge. 65% of the respondents say that the activities involved in organic manure making are more labor intensive. That is why they are not so much involved in. Then 35% say no. Then they were looking at actually health reasons. Handling the organic manure, some of them feared. So 23% of the respondents say there are no health issues related to using the organic manures. Then 77% said it is not healthy to use organic manures. Objective 2, different other organic products, looking at like the agrovet shops in the country. There are now a variety of foliar fertilizers which can be used for production. So those farmers, my research is actually seeking to help them use some of those foliar fertilizers and biofertilizers in their production. Discussion, there is positive relationship between manure application and passion fruit production in the Soroti District. Manure application in enhancing adoption of passion fruit growing in the district. Then farmers will be introduced to various organic products such as poultry, cow manure, household composting. Last time when we visited a certain farm in the UK here, we actually amazed when we heard of Johnson soup. Johnson soup, compost tea. So, and we looked at it as something very, very interesting to take back to the country. Then back in the countries, we also do prepare like the plantities from the crops. Then we prepare the liquid manures. Manure application is becoming popular as the most promising alternative for soil fertility. Conclusion, set up demo plots using different manures in order to disseminate the knowledge. Organize trainings on the use of an application of organic manures to bridge the other gap. Application of organic manure can improve on the growth of passion fruit tree yields. Then introducing mulching, as we saw from the blueberry farm, that mulching coupled with the use of organic manures was helping the blueberries to do well. Then introduction of irrigation. For us, we are going to look at bottle irrigation, since we cannot afford these other ones. Thank you very much for listening. For more information, you can look through the references.
Brilliant.